Hello, welcome to another wonderful hacking tutorial. Today we are going to look on how to run a full Kali Linux on our virtual machine. Without much wasting time, let's open our virtual machine and start installing our Kali Linux. So this time around you can use either a virtual machine or a VMware workstation, whatever that you prefer to use. You can see to it that I'm having a very fresh new installed VMware and I don't have any machine running, so this is the very first time. Let's start creating a machine. Okay, so first of all, I'll prefer to install the operating system later on, and here is a Linux distro that you are going to install. So you just come here, then you select the distro that you are going to install. By default it's on Ubuntu. When you select the Linux, by default it's on Ubuntu, so you just scroll down and it's a Linux Kali Linux that you are going to install, and Kali Linux is under Debian. Okay, it's under Debian, so let's install Debian 8 times for 64-bit. Okay, so we just go next, and here virtual machine name, we can just leave it on default, or we can just name it Kali, as simple as that, or whatever name that you want to give it to it, you can just give it to it. Then you click next, and Kali here, as you can see here, the maximum disk space, or disk size given to Kali is 20, and 20 is okay for me. To me 20 gig is okay for me, and you just leave everything here by default. You just split virtual disk into multiple files, then you just hit enter, and here let's go to customize hardware. The reason why we came here is because of this, the RAM. For me, I would like to increase it to 2 gigabyte of RAM. Alright, nothing more, nothing less. As you can see, 2 gig. Okay, so I close it, then I hit on finish. Here we go. So we have the Kali here, so let's go to edit and inserting the operating system, Kali operating system. Alright, so we go to browse. You just come here, then you go to browse, then you allocate where the Kali operating system is being downloaded to. For me, I have it right in my applications, and as you can see, as it goes, we just go straight into the Kali, then we hit then open. Okay, now we have it right here beautifully, so we go to OK, then we hit power on this virtual machine, or you can just hit it right here and it will start. Anything goes. Okay, so with a cursor is not going to be part of it. We have to go down, but before then you have to click on it for it to capture the cursor. Then you use the arrow down key and the arrow up key to navigate through your. You can install it on a CD, and you insert it into your machine and you boot it right from the CD. And one thing is that whilst you are doing that, you have all the applications, everything. You can do whatever that you want to do with it, and once you switch the machine off and you take the CD out from the machine, everything that you does goes. Okay, nothing, no record, nothing, everything goes. So if you have downloaded something and you don't find a backup for it, everything goes just like that. So to me, I will prefer to install it, and you can use the graphical installation or the manual installation. To me, I prefer to go with the manual installation, just installation. So I just hit enter. You can just hit enter too, and you'll be good to go. So, and mind you, there are some, okay, so based on your language, based on your language, you choose it right from here. To me, I'll prefer to use English, all right, and United States is okay for me, and American English is okay for me, and it installs. All right, you know what, because of the fact that we are walking through it step by step, if you think if it's loading some file and you think it's wasting that much time, you can just forward it and you are good to go. So all this installing files and copying files into our machine, just like the way we install just like the way Windows is being installed into our machines, so it's just like that. Okay, but with Kali Linux, there are a whole lot of one or two things that should be doing, just like installing any Windows. Okay, so right from here, configuration, network. For me, the host name, I prefer to stick by Kali. Oh, sorry. All right, then we go to continue. Then domain name, let's just leave it blank, just like that. So we hit enter. Then root password. Okay, now there is something, the name that we give to the machine. Now it's requesting for root password right here, root password. Now the password that we are coming to give, it will be for the root, and for me, I'm going to use Kwame, as you can see right here, Kwame. Okay, so I hit enter. And you have say no, so nobody to me ask it, not like so skip it, like skipping it, just like re-enter password. Now, boy, and obesa I re-enter no has saying, so you can still do it right here, and I'll still stick to Kwame, and you just check it right here. Oh, I missed. Wow. Okay, so hit enter, and so we hit enter. Now guide use entire disk. For a fresh user of Kali, I think you should use the first one to guide you use the entire disk. Okay, so you hit enter, from here, and from here too you hit enter. Then finish partition and write changes to disk. Right here you hit enter, and it will ask you whether you want to write changes to the disk. Manual, by default it's on no, but you have to shift it to yes. Enter. Now from here it will take a little bit longer time. I have seen a better kakra, ain't you know, if I will skip it. Send a better Emma, I don't know, video no and yet that big, because at least it has to be a little bit moderate. Okay, and from here there's nothing that you are going to encounter, like it's not going to ask you for anything, so it will be reading from 1 to 100, and there's nothing that is going to ask you like do this or what. Okay, and after the installing the system, then it will ask you some questions, and we will take it from there. So let's fast forward it. Now we are done with the installation. So it will prompt you like using a network mirror. Say no. You just go to no, then you hit enter, and it continues. If you go to yes, if you hit yes, you are not connected to any network, therefore you you just hit no and just go on with the installation. So now it will start installing the grab boot. Okay, so it will ask you to install the grab boot, then you hit yes, and here it will ask you device for boot loader installation. Go down there, then you hit enter. Now is the installation is finished, and it will ask you if you want to continue or go back. So we hit on continue. Okay, so as we can see, we have successfully installed our full Kali Linux, and now the login, the username is root, and my password is Kwame, as the username is root. So okay, so here we go. We now have our Kali Linux running in our